Greetings, my dear friends. This is Dreamweaver Mystics, as always. Today, I want to touch on a topic that sparks a lot of debate. Is Earth a prison for souls, a school, or maybe an incubator? I've talked about this before, but the questions keep coming. People feel the injustice, the imperfection of this world, the wrong body, disease, old age, death. We always want to find a reason outside ourselves, someone to blame, or to understand why is all this. Many of you have written that Earth is a prison, and I will make a dedicated video on that topic. But there are also those who see it differently. This is a school, a place where souls go through their training. Look around. Look at people. How different we all are. For one person, the peak of development is finishing high school or trade school. After that, beer with friends, random hookups, having a child, and that's it. The circle is closed. For another, years of practice, philosophy, science, journeys into other states of consciousness. Some understand from childhood that there are inner principles that set us apart from animals. Don't steal, don't kill, the 10 Commandments, the 7 deadly sins. They feel this inside. Others are held back only by fear of prison or hell, and that's normal. These are different levels, different grades in the same school. I don't have a positive view of religion, but let's look at it soberly. For many, religion is a restraining factor. Fear of hell, where demons boil you in a cauldron, or hope for heaven, where everything is beautiful and pleasant. These images work. They stop people from actions that could destroy society. But there's also a flip side. The same religion doesn't prevent crime. Sometimes it even inspires it. And here I ask myself, what restrains better? Fear of the unknown afterlife, or fear of real prison here and now? No one knows for sure what awaits after death, but everyone knows if you commit a crime, chances are you'll end up in prison. Indian philosophy is more complex. It's not for everyone, but there's depth in it. Samsara is the cycle of rebirth, and we must break free from this cycle, liberate ourselves. The reason we are here is ignorance. We take this temporary, illusory world for reality. But sometimes I wonder, wasn't Buddhism invented so people wouldn't strive for material things? If everyone wanted a car, wars would break out. But this way, put your leg behind your head, go into a trance, and don't disturb the higher castes living in luxury. On one hand, vanity and pride are grave sins. On the other, without them, you can't function properly in this world. Any desire for something better carries a bit of pride. I remember the movie The Devil's Advocate. It shows this perfectly. Every professional is a vain person, hungry for recognition. And what about the saying, all power comes from God? Any power involves pride. Look at clergy, their robes, their demeanor. It all shows the same thing. There was a preacher in a documentary who called himself the New Jesus. He wore gold watches, crocodile leather shoes, flashy suits. A journalist asked, "Why do you look like that? You're Jesus." And he replied, "I'm the Son of God. Should I look like a homeless man?" Maybe there's logic to that. If we assume Earth is a school, then religion is just a cog, a tool, an experience for further growth, including in the material world, because this world is material. You won't find an answer in religion to the question, is Earth a school, an incubator, or something else? But let's go further. Duality exists in this world, plus and minus, light and darkness, like a battery powering this reality. There are souls who strive for creation, for light. There are those who want to destroy, to sow pain and fear. For them, there will also be a place, in lower worlds, where they will receive this and give it back in large quantities. Religion calls this hell. I call it lower dimensions. And what awaits those who are in the middle? Those who are neither light nor dark? Further reincarnation, the cycle of samsara. And most people are exactly here. We spin. Sometimes we rise a little higher, sometimes we fall a little lower. The main thing is not to cross the line. I've heard about people who are called demons in prisons. They don't like freedom. When released, they immediately commit a crime to go back. Inside, everything is decided for them, done for them. It's warm, there's a schedule, a clear structure. No one waits for them outside. I think there are similar inmates here, in this school, more prison. They've reached great heights in the material world, influential families, those who know how to maintain balance between dark and light. They're not darkness, not light, somewhere in the middle. Sometimes they drop a little lower, sometimes rise a little higher, but the main thing is not to cross the line. I believe the most important thing is growth, moving upward, toward light, toward creation. But creation isn't always something material. It's something hard to touch with your hands, but you feel it. It's love. There's one name for God I like more than others, Creator. And every person is a particle of that divine, because they too can create, starting with simple things. Plant a tree, build a home, raise a child. But it's important to understand, if you take something from nature, you must give back, or give first, then take. That's harmony. That's the foundation of creation. And beyond that, art, music, painting, architecture, books. All of this is primary energy that later materializes into something physical. There's a view that man is a creation of God, consisting of a material body, a bio-robot, a biocomputer, and a spiritual substance, an operating system. With this tool, the soul performs work, builds with his own hands. But our body, is that the greatest creation of God, or a model that's billions of years old? It seems to me it's not suited for mature spiritual beings, only for beginner souls, those who must go through difficult, harsh conditions, disease, rapid aging, death, which we fear so much because of disbelief in eternal life. This planet is a testing ground, a place for nurturing and shaping souls. The harshest conditions have been created here. I've gotten carried away today. I'll continue in the next part. But for now, dear friends, learn, preferably from others' mistakes. I've heard the saying, don't trust, don't fear, don't ask. It comes from places where freedom ends, prison wisdom. I don't want to wish that for you. I wish you freedom, because freedom gives you the opportunities to study in this school. If you liked it, hit the like button. This is Dreamweaver Mystics. Until next time.